for how much my team has to spend. I basically took the teams with the 5 highest payrolls, the Golden State Warriors, the LA Clippers, the Phoenix Suns, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Boston Celtics, averaged out those 5 payrolls. It came to $195 million. I'm going to come up with a rotation of 8 players. The rest will be filled out with minimum contracts. For some people, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. For other people, maybe it's LeBron James. Maybe it's Kobe. Maybe it's Steph. Maybe it's Kareem. Maybe it's Bill Russell. I get it. Here's the thing. Michael Jordan in today's NBA would be a player that had room to drive. He would attack the basket. He would average a ton of free throws. And if he played today's NBA, he'd probably take 8 to 10 three-point shots a game. When I think about Michael Jordan outside of the triangle system and Phil Jackson, you think about him in the late 80s. There was a stretch of games where he played point guard, had a number of triple-doubles. Michael Jordan would be the primary creator, ball handler, all of that stuff. So for me, it starts with who would you want in a backcourt with Michael Jordan? That's the first decision to be made. What I would want in a backcourt mate for Michael Jordan is a great point-of-attack defender. I don't want Michael Jordan chasing around Steph Curry. I don't want Michael Jordan having to play pick-and-roll defense on Trae Young. I want a great point-of-attack defender, someone who can function as a ball handler, but also play off the ball, someone who can make 40% or more from 3. Who is that person I'm describing? Well, of course, it's Derek White. Who else would it be? I mean, come on. It's obvious. It's obvious. Derek White makes $18.3 million. All right, so Michael Jordan at 51, Derek White at 18. Now, a couple of years ago, I made a draft day trade with the New York Knicks, and I moved up to the 11th pick of the 2022 NBA draft. And who did I select? I select Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams, by the way, has been the second best jump shooter in the NBA this season at 49% of all jump shots, 2s and 3s. He's made 49% of his jumpers. He's going to be one of my wings because I think about it with Jordan. He would be a switchable defender in today's NBA. I want 2 more of those switchable defenders. Jalen Williams is one. He's only making 4.5. He's got a couple years left before his max rookie contract extension kicks in. I know he hasn't signed it yet, but he will. Therefore, perfect fit. Jalen Williams, 3rd starter. Now, I talked about switchable wing guys, and I could go big here. I could go for like a Jason Tatum. I just don't think functionally there's a way for me to acquire Jason Tatum. I didn't have the draft pick, unfortunately, in 2017 to draft him. So I'm going to go with a guy who was traded not too long ago. Mikal Bridges coming in right around $22 million a year. Mikal can shoot 3s. You can run offense for him directly in the second unit. He's at $22 million. All right, so I've got Derek White, Michael Jordan, Jalen Williams, Mikal Bridges. Center, several years ago, I had a early second-round pick, and I decided to draft a Serbian player named Nikola Jokic. That player turned out to be one of the great players of all time. He's won a couple MVPs, even won me a finals MVP. Nikola Jokic makes $47 million a year. So Nikola Jokic is my center. Now, you think about it. Nikola Jokic likes to play up and pick and roll. On the backside of my defense and on the ball, I've got Derek White, Michael Jordan, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Williams flying around, creating havoc. Jokic up and pick and roll. Oh, I like it. Also, the reason I like Jokic with Jordan, you think about Michael Jordan in that triangle system. He was great off the ball as a cutter. He was great off the ball getting pin downs. I'm imagining a 2-man game with Michael Jordan and Nikola Jokic. Sign me up. The other thing about pairing a big with Michael Jordan is, again, it goes back to the spacing issue. I want a big who can also shoot. Now, Nikola Jokic in the regular season, 35%. It's good enough for me. In the playoffs, Nikola Jokic for his career at 41.2%. Michael Jordan on this team would have all the space in the world. I love this team. I love this team. My starter salaries equate to roughly 142 or 143 million. So I've got some room to work with in building out my 8-man rotation. I'm going to go with a guy who can serve as the backup point guard, who can guard a number of positions, and who can shoot 3s off the ball at a high clip. And he's making a ridiculously low salary this year. I'm going to go with Alex Caruso at roughly $9 million a year. I know I have a lot of these 3-and-D guys, but I want one more. All right, I want one more. He's on an expiring contract. It gives me flexibility for the future. I want Royce O'Neal. Give me Royce O'Neal at $9 million. So now I've got Alex Caruso, Royce O'Neal coming off the bench for me. Third, I need another big. I need somebody to back up Jokic. Now, if you look at the Denver Nuggets in the regular season, historically, they have gotten torched in the non-Jokic minutes. I need somebody who's going to really, really help my bench units function, both on the offensive end and the defensive end. Don't have a ton of money left. I'm going to go with Isaiah Hartenstein from the New York Knicks. That's my 8-man rotation. That's how I would build around Michael Jordan. All of my salaries together total about $170 million, which means I saved my owner $25 million plus the luxury tax. I think he'd be more than happy with me as a GM. This is a hilarious exercise, and I can't wait to do this all the time. Wait. Since I've got $25 million left, there's one other guy that I really want on this team that I think would be a perfect fit. And I know you don't need 3 bigs in today's NBA in a rotation. However, the number 1 team in the West has 3 bigs in their rotation. Give me Naz Reid coming off the bench. Shooter, defender, can play make a little bit. He's only making $12.9 million. Give me him. Still, my owner's happy. He's got $13 million left from my original budget. Question for you guys. How would you build around Michael Jordan?